Hi, everybody. Captain Lou here with another extravagant few minutes live here on 12 Ounce Sports. Of course, you can catch us on our YouTube channel. Subscribe to it at 12 Ounce Sports, where you can get all of our great content that we have, all of our live shows, our games, everything that's on our YouTube channel on 12 Ounce Sports. And as well, we're now on Roku, our Roku channel on your smart TV. That's 12 Ounce Sports. We're on X, TikTok, Facebook, you name it, we're everywhere. That's 12 Ounce Sports. All right, this weekend is NFL Divisional Playoff weekend. We've got 4 big games. We're down to the final 8 as we get ready. The first game on the docket this afternoon. Shocker, it's the Houston Texans. Whenever they play in the playoffs, they're the first game of the weekend, and they get to travel to Kansas City today to take on the number 1 seed in the AFC, the Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City, an 8.5-point favorite right now at Arrowhead Stadium, coming off, for a lot of them, a 3-week layoff. Are they going to be rusty at all? Is Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Chris Jones, Isaiah Pacheco, is it going to bother them at all to go up against that Houston defense with a 3-week layoff? I don't know. I don't really think so. The line is 8.5, as I mentioned. That's a lot of points to be given up here anytime you play, especially in the playoffs. What I'm worried about more, if you take that 8.5-point spread, is maybe a backdoor cover, a garbage time touchdown by the Houston Texans. But I think Kansas City is going to make it to the AFC Championship game, as they are on a quest to become the first team ever to win 3 straight Super Bowls. The over-under on this one is 41.5. It's going to be about 25 degrees for game time, which nothing crazy. It's not going to be bitter cold. But if I was going to put any money on a straight bet on this one, I would probably take the over on this one. Tonight, Ford Field, the game that, I'm going to be pacing on all night long, all day long. It's going to be the Commanders traveling to Ford Field to take on the Detroit Lions. Detroit, the number 1 seed in the NFC, 8.5-point favorite on this one. It was up to 9.5 yesterday. The Sharps, the money's been on Washington, so it's down a little bit to 8.5. This one's going to be a fun matchup. This one, I think, is going to have some fireworks. You got Jaden Daniels, the rookie sensation, the next latest and greatest NFL quarterback. He's going to move the ball a little bit. Detroit's going to have to contain him. But Washington's defense on the other side, they're not very good. I think the Lions, they're going to get David Montgomery back, and also they've got Terrion Arnold on the defensive side back. So getting few of their weapons back. They're still banged up, but everybody is this time of the year. I don't bet on the Lions. You know that, watching my shows. I don't bet on the Lions or Michigan. If I were to place a bet, maybe the over on this one. But that being said, my prediction for tonight's game is going to be 34-27. I think the Lions are going to win. And in the first game, by the way, I think Kansas City is going to win that one 28-21 or maybe 28-17 in that matchup against Houston. Sunday, it's going to be a weather day for those games. The Rams at Philadelphia. If you haven't heard already, they're calling for 3 to 5 inches of snow during the game. 100% chance of snow tomorrow afternoon in Philadelphia. The Rams are a 6-point underdog going into Philadelphia. Matt Stafford, he's had some magic. He's got Puka Nacua, Cooper Kupp, Kyron Williams, Tyler Higbee's back. But they're playing in the snow. Matt Stafford, 1-8 under snowy conditions, weather games. Don't know if I trust Matt. No, I get it. A lot of those games were with the Lions, and they didn't have the talent that the Eagles have. But I like the Eagles in this one. If anything, the over-under is 43.5 on this one. I would probably take the under on this game. I don't think these two teams are going to muster that many points, but we'll see. But I'm gonna roll with Philadelphia on this one. I went back and forth. I thought about maybe taking the Rams in the points, but the way the weather's going to be, I just don't trust the Rams in this one. And finally, in the nightcap on Sunday, the finale of the Divisional Round Playoffs. This is going to be a monster matchup. 2 of the heavyweights, 2 of the MVPs, the MVP candidates in the NFL, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, butting heads against each other. Both quarterbacks with the stigma. They can't get to the Super Bowl. Who's going to advance to potentially travel to Kansas City unless there's a big upset at Arrowhead? Could come down to a matchup of the running backs. James Cook, Derrick Henry. Which defense is going to rise up to this one? Who's got more weapons? Man, I've seen Buffalo. I've seen Baltimore. I got to tell you what Buffalo has done against my Lions, against the Rams, and some of the other teams. It's a home field advantage. Buffalo's a 1.5-point dog. I still don't understand that, but I'm going to roll with Buffalo in this one. I believe I just like them at home. I think Josh Allen has got it rolling. I know it's no slight on Lamar Jackson. It really isn't. This is going to be a dynamite matchup. The over-under on this one, 51.5. Not touching this one at all. This one could go either way. This could be a last-second field goal matchup, 27-24, 31-28. Boy, it's really close to that over-under. That's why I'm not touching that one. Hey, speaking of picks, Presley's picks are coming up right after the break. Presley was 2-0 last week. She won us some pizza pies and some dog biscuits if you tailed her. I know I did. I was quite happy with the matchups last week of all my picks. Let's see if she can make us more pizza pies and dog biscuits. That's coming up right after this on an extravagant few minutes, live right here on 12 Ounce Sports.
Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Presley's Picks here, week number 2 of the 2025 season. 2-0 last week on our picks on our teaser parlay and our big dog of the weekend. Let's get right into it. Presley's teaser parlay. Take Kansas City -2.5, knocked down from 8.5. She says go with Philadelphia money line in the snow, so we're going to do that. They're at +6. Buffalo is a 1.5-point dog, but make it +7.5. Then you get a +160 Presley parlay. Presley's big dog of the weekend. We're going with the Bills +1.5. That's a big bet right there. We're going to take that for some dog biscuits and pizza pies. How about some Presley prop bets? Puka Nacua, take that in the snow, over 2.5 yards rushing. That's -115. And Patrick Mahomes, over 4.5 rushing attempts at +100. And if you're frisky, it's a parlay at +273. That's Presley's prop bets. Go get them for some dog biscuits and some pizza pies. There you go. Those are the prop bets right there. I'm going to leave them. Puka Nacua +2.5 yards rushing at -115. That's not bad at all. And one thing to keep in mind with Presley's prop bet too, with Patrick Mahomes, if he takes a knee at the end of the game, let's say they get a first down and he takes 3 knees, that's 3 rushing attempts. +100, that to me is a lock right there. I'm going to go after that. Don't know about the parlay, but a couple of interesting prop bets for Presley's parlays and Presley's big dog of the weekend. I love that parlay pick. I like the big dog. I think some dog biscuits and pizza pies are definitely on the horizon there. Let's take a look at the game time weather for today and tomorrow. Again, Kansas City and Houston, 25 degrees. They're calling for game time weather. It's going to be clear, a little bit brisk, but it's that time of year in Kansas City in January. Could be a lot worse. Just ask the folks in Philadelphia. We talked about it. 3 to 5 inches of snow. It's going to be about 32 degrees maybe at game time. A little bit of a breeze too. So that's going to play in as a factor in the games tomorrow. And of course, Buffalo and Baltimore, it's going to be about 18 degrees at game time. No snow. It's going to be breezy. The snow is going to hit Buffalo today, as we mentioned. It'll be cleared off by the time the game starts. So kind of keep that in mind. All right, a couple of over-under bets I want to give you kind of an eye on. If you're going to go over-unders, how about a 6-point teaser bet this way? Kansas City, Houston, go over 35.5. Philly and LA, under 49.5. And Baltimore, Buffalo, how about under 57.5 on that one? You take that 6-point teaser parlay, it's plus 160. And how about this 10-point teaser parlay? Houston, Kansas City, over 31.5 total in that one. LA and Philadelphia, under 53.5 in that one. Buffalo and Baltimore, under 61.5. I know it's minus 120, but those are kind of some enticing picks for some teasers on the over-under in case you want to make a few more bets. All right, one more time. Here's the point spreads. Houston and Kansas City, they open up the game. 8.5-point favorite are the Kansas City Chiefs. And then, of course, the Lions and Washington, minus 8.5. That's the point spread right now for the Lions against the Commanders on Sunday. It's going to be the Philadelphia Eagles, minus 6 against the LA Rams. And finally, in the nightcap, the big one, it's Buffalo against Baltimore. Buffalo, a 1.5-point dog at home. All right, it's time to get the chain going for tonight. Lions and Commanders, can't wait for it. Can't wait for all the football games. I hope you enjoy them all this weekend and be safe while you're watching them, as always. All right, that's going to do it for another extravagant few minutes and Presley's parlay picks and everything like that. Enjoy the football, everybody. Just a reminder, keep your heads up, keep your sticks down, keep your feet moving, and as always, keep your minds open. So long, everybody.